Good evening, everybody. I am going to do a swipe tonight, and I'm doing it on glass. So I'm hoping that you can see this well. I don't know if I need to put something under here or not. I think once I start putting the paint onto the glass, you should be able to see it pretty well. I'm going to layer my colors, and tonight I think I'm going to swipe with a deep navy color. And as what I'm wanting to do is do a swipe, let it dry, and then embellish it with a painting on top. So I think I'm going to use gold, lime green, a little bit of bright aqua green, some medium green, some magenta, and I'm not really sure what else. Maybe a little bit of yellow. And as what I'm wanting it to look like is a nighttime scene with greenery in the background to do a bird painting on top. So I'm going to go ahead and just start layering my paints. All my paints in these bottles are mixed with Floetrol and a little bit of water just to get a thinner consistency. And I put in 1 drop of this OGX coconut hair serum per ounce of paint. Now I've mixed my navy that I'm going to swipe with. This is just regular old True Navy by Apple Barrel, and it's mixed 50-50 with Floetrol, which is the Flood, the latex base. And I didn't even add any water to this because it already looks like it's really thin. See how that's just pouring off my stick. So I did not put any of the hair serum in the color that I'm swiping with because I don't want that to sell. I want that to come over the top of the paint that has the silicone, and the silicone make the cells come through. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and you'll get notification of videos that I do. I don't think I'm going to go all the way up. I want some black, or not black, navy negative space here at the top. And I'm going to situate my bird somewhere right in here once it's all dry. I did a painting like this, oh gosh, I guess it's been 8 or 9 months ago, just as I really started getting into the paint pouring. And I loved it so much, and I put it on Etsy for sale. And I forgot that I even had it on there for sale. And I was out of town hunting over the last weekend, and I got a notification on my phone that I made a sale on Etsy. And I got it on there, and you know, you're always happy to make a sale, but I almost was a little disappointed at the same time. I was like, oh, not that hummingbird painting. I really, really like that one. And I already had it sitting in my house on a shelf on display. And I really liked it, and I forgot it. I even had that listed on there. So I'm going to do another one for myself. So if you are interested in any of my artwork, you can go to my Etsy page. It's Heart and Soul Acrylics on Etsy. I also have an Instagram. If you want it to follow me on Instagram, it's Heart and Soul Acrylics on Instagram. And I have a Facebook page that's Heart and Soul Acrylics as well. So I'm just kind of randomly laying down color. Well, it might be a little clogged. And just to get a really nice, colorful background that's going to pop through. Getting low on this one, I think. And don't drop your paint in your painting. It's getting low. I've just propped my glass up on these little, you know, Dixie bathroom cups. Makes it nice and easy. I think maybe I want just a little bit more, maybe more magenta. Just going to kind of slide my paint back and forth a little bit to kind of cover all the glass. And so what's really cool about this is once this dries and I embellish it with my painting on top, you actually just put this right back in the frame after you seal it with some varnish, and it's just gorgeous. It's all ready to hang on your wall. Just kind of tilting it back and forth a little bit, get to cover. And you can also take a craft stick and kind of just get it to come to the edge. The color that you swipe with is going to cover the glass anyhow. But I want some of my color to get down to the bottom. This should sell up pretty well because that coconut hair serum is just amazing at producing cells. I see, you know, other times people don't use any. It's selling already, as you can see. They don't use anything to make their paintings sell. They can typically do that on their own as well, but I just notice that I get bigger, juicier cells when I do use it, and that's what I wanted in this particular swipe. Sometimes I don't want cells at all, so I'll mix my paint just fresh with either the Floetrol, or sometimes I use the Liquitex pouring medium, and I won't use any of that coconut hair serum because I don't want cells. So I'm gonna get my paper towel ready. I always swipe with one of these kind of shop towels, and I just spray it to get the ends damp on both sides. All right, so I've got that ready. And I'm going to get my swipe color, my navy, up here at the top. All right. Now I'm going to take my paper towel, lay the damp edge of it just right down in the paint at the top, and then I'm going to slowly pull down. And here we go. And I think we're going to get some amazing cells because, like I said, it was already, oh yeah, look at that already popping through. Just go nice and slow. There we go. I don't know if you can see that very well, but look at that just selling up already. It's just crazy cool. I am going to take my stick with some blue and just touch up anywhere up here at the top where it looks like it might have thinned out from my paper towel. Just kind of run your stick across it with some paint. And the excess will run right off and at a self level. Just like that. Pretty. Now I can make these cells grow. I can tilt this up that way, you know, to make some of them grow. And I can also take my heat gun to it, and that will produce some more cells to possibly pop through from underneath from that silicone warming up. I think I'm going to tilt it up just a little bit. I want some of these to be nice, big, juicy cells, to where it looks like a hummingbird in a flower garden at night. You can see how just tilting this, it's making these here stretch much larger. Might give it a minute or two to just kind of let it see what it's going to do on its own though before I stretch too much. Stretch some of that back off of the end, bring those cells down. Tilt back this direction. So pretty. Now the gold that I put in here tonight was a metallic, of course. None of the other colors were a metallic though. Okay. And I think I'm going to take my heat gun to it. So sorry for the noise here for a minute. Making some pop up in here. I think I might tilt it just a little bit more that direction though. I think I'm going to let it rest, do its thing for about 5-10 minutes, and I'll come back and show you how much they have grown. I still have cells coming through up here at the top, just slowly. So we're going to let it sit and do some of its magic before we do too much more to it. We'll be back in a few minutes. This is the one that I did. I saved it on my iPad so that I can print prints from it and, you know, keep it forever. But that was the one that I did. So I got the same idea to do something very similar to that. All right, it's been a little bit, and I think the cells are pretty much done growing at this point. So I just want to bring you in close and let you see how that turned out. And once this is dry, like I said, I'm going to embellish it with a painting on top. And hopefully I'll do a video on that one as well, so you can see the whole process. It'll be a day or two before this is actually dry. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully we'll get to do a video together on the embellished painting. Thank you for all watching, and please subscribe. Y'all take care.